Hey, I'm Cornelis. Welcome to Your Band is a Business. This is my weekly update. It's going to be a short one today because I still need to do some packing for a flight that I have to take tomorrow morning. Okay, so let me first start with this new social media content idea that I've been testing out. It's a gig diary. Basically, I go to a lot of gigs in London, lots of small gigs, upcoming bands in venues all around the city, right? And what I already do when I go to these gigs is I take some video content and I put them up on my Instagram stories and I tag the bands and I tag the venues, and that's a fun thing to do. And sometimes the bands will repost my story, and it's a good thing to do. Obviously, I'm supporting the local music scene. I'm potentially getting reposted so that I get introduced as an artist to the followers of the other bands, and also it's good for the algorithms, right? Whether that's social media, Spotify, they're all looking at the different signals that are happening online to see how musicians, artists, bands are related to each other. So it has all those benefits. But I realized that that content is ephemeral. It's up there for 24 hours and then it's gone. So I thought to myself, okay, why not use this content for YouTube so that it's always there for people to find, and it's a little bit of evergreen content, as it were. So I've been doing the same thing that I always do. I go to these small gigs and I take some video footage, but then what I've been doing is I've been editing it together, and I've also been approaching people at the shows and just asking them for their opinions about the night, about the bands they saw, that kind of stuff. Not in-depth interviews. I just ask them what they thought of the show, and I try to do it in a funny way. So I ask the person or the people to rate the band, and then I always come up with some weird rating system that is somehow relevant to the venue or the band or something like that. Anyway, I'll show you an example of a video. So this is
Musiclife.
let me just go to the start here. So what I do is I just stand outside the venue. I'll turn the sound off, it's not important, but I stand outside the venue, I introduce the venue and explain who's playing that evening. In this case, I was talking to the host of the night, this is Katie Owen, and she was representing a promoter called Outer Tune. So that they put on the show, and she was hosting it on behalf of them. Yeah, so she was just talking about the idea behind the gig, and let's just move on. And then I take some footage of the show, and I try to make it interesting. What I really want to do is highlight the social aspect of going to small gigs. So my aim is not to take video footage that is just solely focused on the band. No, I want to really show, as you can see, in every shot I make sure to show all the people that are there at the gig dancing along, because one of the great things about small gigs, about small shows, is the social aspect. All these people that are there to support upcoming bands, and it's a great way to meet people, to make friends, and it's one of the things that's great about the local music scene. I'll just fast forward, and then here at the end, basically, I ask these people what they thought of the band, and I ask them to rate the band. So I speak to a whole bunch of people. So as you can see, it's really DIY style. I don't no big fancy edits. Well, just a crossfade between different sections, and in the description I link to the music of the band and the socials of the promoter and the pub. Yeah, and I just keep it really simple. And now I've not received crazy amounts of views. Okay, so 17, 9, 7, 24, but this is evergreen content now, right? So if people in the future look up these bands, then there's a chance that they will find this footage, and that they will find my YouTube channel. And as I said, it's also data points for social media, for Spotify, because apparently Spotify looks at social media data points to see how bands are related, to help it with its determination of who to recommend to a listener, right? So my aim is basically, okay, if somebody likes one of these bands, then through the data points that I'm providing, I'm increasing the chance that that Spotify will then recommend my music to them as well. So it's, in terms of the YouTube figures, it's not huge numbers, obviously. But I've had some good reactions on Instagram from the artists, because obviously I tag them, and some of them have shared the stories, so that's good. And like I said, this is something that I do anyway. I'm always going to these small shows, so why not do something with that and create content that is evergreen, and show the community aspect of what it's like to go to these local shows and meet other people that are fans of live music. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk about is this campaign I've set up to promote a Spotify playlist. So I've created a playlist which consists of only bands based in London, and I've set up a meta campaign, so Facebook and Instagram ads, in order to drive people towards that playlist on Spotify. So here you can see this is the campaign. It seems that this one ad at the moment is getting most of the clicks. It is a static square ad, and yeah, that one is performing the best at the moment. It has a click-through rate of 3.9%, which is really good. But so that is the one actually that doesn't have music over it. It's just an image saying, okay, this is a playlist that you should check out, and it's the one that's working the best at the moment. I don't need to immediately pause the other ones. I'm gonna let it run for a little while longer, because I'm only spending £2 a day at the moment, and I've spent £12 in total, which is, I don't know, $15 or something like that. No, wait, it's a bit more. I think it's around $18. So not a lot of money, but I'll just let it run for a little while longer. And so far, let's have a look. It's received 8 saves. So I don't know how many people are listening and not saving, but that's all right. $18, 8 saves. That's a good place to start. And maybe in a week or so, I can pause the ads that are not doing so well and try some other ones, just to make sure that I'm being as efficient as possible with the money that I'm spending. But like I said, I've only been running these ads for a week, so I'm not going to pause the other ones just yet. But it's nice to see that one is definitely doing better than the others. Yeah, the playlist, London's best new raw indie bands. These are all bands where I feel that the music they make is similar in genre to what I do. And yeah, as you can see, my song is there, and I've included a couple of my songs, and a whole bunch of bands, often at least 2 of their songs. So yeah, if you're a band based in London, or an artist based in London that makes indie rock, alt rock, punk type music, then get in touch, and then maybe I can feature you on this playlist as well. Okay, so the last thing I will quickly touch upon is this video campaign that I'm running. So basically, these are video ads where I just it's me singing the chorus basically, and then there's 2 versions. One says I'm paying for this ad in order to promote my music, and the other one is just has no text. And the campaign is set up to maximize the reach, So I'm not optimizing towards conversions or anything like that just yet, and I'm just running that as an experiment in order to see what happens in terms of clicks and stuff like that. I've collected the data here, so you can see I've spent about £70 or almost $90, and the view rate seems to be better for two of my songs, Look Back and Laugh and Don't Be Jealous, compared to Just Stuff. So that is interesting because those are the two most catchy songs. And in terms of, I'll be honest, in terms of listens to my music on Spotify, I haven't really seen an uplift at all. It's just, I'm still at around 100 monthly listeners. So maybe that is a little bit disappointing, but this campaign, I have used it to create an audience based on people that have watched 95% of the video and 50% of the video. And then I've created a lookalike audience based on that. And what I want to do in a couple of weeks when I release my next single is I want to create a conversion optimization, a campaign that is optimized towards conversions, and target that lookalike audience, because those people should be people that are interested in my kind of music. But yeah, I will let you know when that happens, and that will be very interesting to test out, because then I will actually be optimizing for sending people to Spotify to listen to my music. Okay, that's it for now. Just a quick one. This week, yes, I will. Well, I'll let you know what the plan is for the next coming weeks. I'll do a quick update when I land tomorrow. But until then, I will speak to you guys next time.